in Malibu, California. So I'm going to embed this video on my website, ninefigureproperties.com. And in Malibu, a number of properties have sold for $100 million. So let's start with this guy right here. This is Google Earth. I believe this is imagery from 2019. And let me pan out to give you some perspective here. Malibu kind of stretches along the coast for a fairly long distance. I don't know exactly how many miles it is, but this is Los Angeles over here, Beverly Hills, up here, Malibu, and up towards Ventura. So over here by the pier, and this property that we started at, this is not a particularly good image because it looks like it was under construction, but over here, this is what it looked like when this property was sold for $110 million. Let's go back and then work our way a little bit north. This is PCH that runs along the coast for most of the time here. And there's the Malibu Pier, and just quickly, this property here, it sits up on the hill, was in the news, not that one, this one here, sorry. This was in the news. This is a big property. It's not a beach property, but it sits above Malibu Pier. It was in the news. A couple of articles, I believe I have these linked at my Malibu page at ninefigureproperties.com. You can read about the story there. From there, let's work our way up to this is the Malibu Lagoon. And as you go up the coast, some of it's directly on the beach. There's different areas where you actually have homes between PCH and the beach. And as you work your way farther north up in Malibu, you come to this section here, which is actually potentially the most expensive beach in the world. And the reason for that is that a number of these properties have sold for over $100 million. So this property and this property are now owned by the same owner. Originally it was this one, modern house, and the property next door came up on the market, and he bought that one as well. That's this property over here. Now the property next to that one on the other side is this one, which also sold for $100 million. So you got three properties there. This one, and this one, 87, 100, and $100 million. But this one here sold for $177 million. And then this one, I had seen on the satellite images, but until it came in the news last year, I didn't know it was on the market. And then it sold. This was written about in the Wall Street Journal, Mansions Global. This is the house that Beyonce and Jay-Z paid. Initially it was reported at $200 million, and then Zillow actually had it listed a little while ago for $190 million. So some of the articles wrote that it was the transaction appeared to be 190, but Zillow, this is taking a little while to load, doesn't have that price on it anymore. So we're not exactly sure. I'm not sure if the public records are out yet, but you can see there's a huge property, and this beach here is obviously extremely valuable property. I've actually been on this beach since I know, actually my sister knows one of the owners of these properties, and they let us come every once in a while to hang out at the beach there. If we go north, there's the Paradise Cove Pier, Paradise Cove. I'm not going to stop here, but Johnny Carson had a house in that area, Point Dume. I used to spend a lot of time here in high school and college. This is Zuma 6 and 7 down here, famous beach. And then a couple of other houses of note are farther up the coast. Carrillo is where Ventura County starts. And this property was on the market for $225 million. So that's the image that was on Mansion Global, which is affiliated with the Wall Street Journal. I think they dropped the price to, this is the view from the other side of it, they dropped the price to $195, and then I think they took it off the market around 5 or 6 months ago. So there are also some really well-known properties. This one is probably, if it were to go back on the market, I think highly likely would sell for over $100 million. This is the property that Mark Hughes, who founded Herbalife, it eventually ended up with money manager Howard Marks, and there's a little bit of mystery about who he sold it to for $75 million. But it's a well-known property for size and location. And this property over here, these are also very valuable properties. This is the property that Kim Kardashian bought for $70 million last year from Randy Gerber and Cindy Crawford, who I believe own this property here. So that's a quick overview, a little bit of a Google Earth tour of some of the most valuable properties in the world, specifically in Malibu, just outside of Los Angeles.